giving you an opportunity to get the full story from the people who tell it best. This is Mediacom News Leaders.
Hello, I'm Elizabeth Kling with Mediacom News Leaders. We're talking with Zach Walker right now. He's the program director with the Youth Leadership Initiative here in Des Moines. Thanks so much for coming in,
Thanks
Zach.
for having us. I appreciate it.
Well, tell us a little bit about the Youth Leadership Initiative. This is focused on high school students, right?
Correct.
So
Yep.
Sophomores and juniors.
Sophomores and juniors in high school.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell us about just kind of how the program works.
Absolutely. So the Youth Leadership Initiative is currently a program within the Greater Des Moines Partnership, but for this upcoming year, for our 2019-2020 program year, we're going back home to the program that started us back in 2003. So we're really excited to go back home to the Greater Des Moines Leadership Institute for next year.
And so that will be sort of the parent program to this effort.
Exactly.
And, then tell us kind of what the goals are as students are maybe hearing about this for the first time and saying, okay, what is this about and how does this work? What are the goals of the program?
The goals of the program are really to empower, encourage, and engage students to make differences within their schools and communities. And we do that through a variety of different experiences. And those experiences vary from month to month. And we really turn the community into the classroom. And I think that's really special and something that's really unique for our Youth Leadership Initiative.
Yeah, to be able to get out and have that real world experience.
Yes.
What types of students does the program tend to involve most? And do you have to already have proven leadership skills during your high school career so far?
Yeah, that's a great question. We're looking for a few different things within our ideal candidate. Really, to sum it all up, we're looking for students with plenty of room to grow. Some of those specific key areas that will help a student grow the most within our program are students who are really looking forward to an opportunity to learn about their community. Something that I think our program does excellent at is really exposing and identifying key areas and key issues within our community, but most importantly, how students can then get engaged with it. So it's having that excitement to learn about the community. Also, students should be willing and interested in learning about their professional development. And then we also explore potential career paths. So then we can set up our future leaders here in the Des Moines community as well.
Yeah, and it's so wonderful because, I think as a high school student, you kind of are often just stuck in that sort of high school realm and that world and may not even have any idea of other careers that could be out there that exist that you would be a really good fit with.
Right.
You are a wonderful example of this sort of happening and going full circle. You went through the program, right?
Yes. In 2013, I was a graduate of the Youth Leadership Initiative.
Yeah, and so then it's come full circle. You're now program director there. Tell us about how that worked and what you took away from the experience.
Definitely. So my experience was incredible. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
I learned, and not only myself, but I think a lot of students who graduate from our program, they gain that confidence. They not only learn to think outside the box, but they redefine what that box is. And they're able to expand their comfort zone, and that gives them the confidence that allows them to be that more vocal leader that they've always seen in the community. And so those are some of my takeaways, but I know that they're takeaways that a lot of students have as well.
Yeah, so students who may be thinking, okay, this sounds like it would be great, but I'm already super busy with high school and I don't want to get overwhelmed. What is the time commitment like for this?
So the time commitment, we have agreements with all of the high schools, and so students are excused from class one Friday a month. That's where we turn the community into the classroom, and we go out, we don't talk about leadership, we see it in action. And I think that's really important, especially as we're learning about this big concept of leadership. And so that one Friday a month, they're excused from class, we go out, we explore different topics and how they relate to leadership and how they relate to community issues, but most importantly, again, how they can be involved within those issues and make an impact. So that's one Friday, and then the following Monday evening, there's a 2-hour session that really touches and enhances that learning in a way that makes it more applicable and personal to the individual student.
Great. So not a huge time commitment, but very meaningful for the time that you're there.
Absolutely.
So I'm sure it takes a lot of coordination to make this all
Definitely
happen. Tell
does.
us about the people behind the scenes kind of making this work then.
Absolutely. So I am just one person of an incredible team. All of this programming and all of this cannot happen without our incredible volunteers. And so we have the Executive Council, which oversees a lot of the visioning and the long-term longevity of the program, but we also have a lot of committee members that are in the day-to-day work with the students and making sure everything is going as planned. And something that's unique to our program is we actually invite program graduates back to be peer mentors. So it's that added learning, not only for the student who just graduated, who can then apply their learning, but it's also builds that connection peer-to-peer, and they can apply and talk about leadership issues that they might be facing, and so that's another added volunteer aspect to our program.
To go from the mentee to the mentor.
Exactly.
And have both experiences.
Most definitely.
Well, so if people are excited about hearing this, and maybe there are administrators who want to connect students with this, or teachers or parents, what is the best way to get started on the process and get more information?
Yes, a lot of information, including our application period, which is now open, can be found on our website, which is www.gdmli.com/YLI. And so you can find information. Our application period is open and it closes on April 22nd. So you still have time, but don't delay.
Don't delay. Sounds good. Well, Zach, thank you so much for your time. It was great to talk with you.
Appreciate it.
We've been talking with Zach Walker today, the program director with the Youth Leadership Initiative. Join us next time here on Mediacom News Leaders.